Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing Loki. This is season 2, episode 5, titled Science/Fiction. Science fiction. Where do we go from here? From after what happened in the last one? It all just blew up. Victor Timely turned into spaghetti. Then the Loom blew up, and that was just the last thing we saw. For a whole week, people have just been theorizing about, okay, where do we go from here, or how do we even proceed with the story, the MCU from here. And I don't have any good theories at all. I just want to see what's going to happen. So unless you have anything.
There is no magic limitations. So perhaps we're gonna fiddle with some Infinity Stones, perhaps not.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of magic items, things, people even at the TVA.
Or maybe he's time slipping again. Who knows?
Yes, because that was also something that I saw some people mention, that now that like with what happened in the last one, and we got that whole Ouroboros thing like from the first episode, yes. and tying that together, then now he should be time slipping again. So maybe that happens like right before they get hit with the thing, and he can go back and change something. Or yeah, we're about to find out. Before we do though, I want to ask you guys to please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like and comment, it really helps out. And you guessed it, Patreon. Please take a look at it if you want to support the channel. If you want to watch uncuts, sync it up to your own copy of the episode, or just any of the other stuff we have over there, like early reactions for a number of the shows that we're doing at the moment. Yeah, link down in the description below. Loki, season 2, episode 5. Here we go. Hey.
I paved the road.
I paved the road makes me think that all of this is supposed to happen.
I saw some people talking about, like, what if Loki goes all the way back and he's actually the one who recruits all of these people that we've seen, like plucks them from the timelines, puts them in the TVA, and sets them on their path. And then they have their minds wiped so they can't remember it later on.
So it's actually Loki behind all of this and not necessarily King.
Or maybe like with the... I don't know. Way back? No. Yeah, now it's fine.
Why did everyone get blasted except for him? Because he was already pulled out of the...
I don't...
Because of the time slipping, he was pulled out.
But the Loom is fine now. It looks like it.
Where are all the pies?
Where are all the pies? Hey, there's someone.
It's himself, right?
Hello?
Yeah. What? And now, yeah. What?
Hello?
Whoa, what? Everything is turning to spaghetti now.
Yeah, so that's why I don't think it was...
What?
What you said, like, that the temporal loom was okay, I don't think it was.
It just looked okay.
Oh, wait, that's...
Casey?
Yeah, I think so. Is he doing a... No. Yeah, like a...
Prison break?
Yeah, I was thinking like Shawshank Redemption thing.
Casey! Thank God you're here. Is everyone here? Who are you? Not again.
Not again.
Sorry, pal.
But, man, yep, gone. Oh.
This place again.
Magadis. Oh, and now it's...
I
inflatable tube guy.
Actually going to see Mobius like his...
On a jet ski.
Yeah?
Please.
That's not gonna stop you, is it?
I love this one.
So many hair whips.
Is he actually...
What? Yes!
So he did an ad for it? Is he like an ad...
Maybe. His real name is Don.
Don, your son's calling on line 3.
No, okay, he's not, okay.
Well, they say the personal watercraft is kind of the thinking man's dirt bike. Come on,
Okay,
ready for
so-
your Poseidon moment?
Yeah, he works here.
Yeah.
Great donuts today, Dale.
You're here.
Oh, yes. Every day of the week except Sunday, 9 to 5.
The TVA
He doesn't remember
is
you.
gone.
I think you mean ATV.
Your son's on line 3.
Sorry, single dad. Give me a sec.
Oh, he's a dad.
I'm reading the barcode.
I can give you cash. I don't need a receipt or anything.
Yeah, but I have to ring it up, or... Are you buying your own book?
I told you to stop putting your sci-fi books on our shelves.
Aww.
Science fiction is a well-respected and thought-provoking genre.
Aw.
That's a big place. Oh, fuck.
What I'm about to tell you is going to be hard to believe.
Maybe
Of
this
course I
is the
believe
one
you.
person
Yeah, exactly.
who's gonna believe him.
Yep.
I'm sure I can find your copy somewhere around here.
Wait,
There's nothing but copies?
you're a writer.
Yes, science fiction.
I'm doomed.
Aw.
I had to get a PhD to keep my day job teaching theoretical physics at Caltech.
Oh.
You time travel in a place that has no time, right?
Right.
That's not possible. So you traveling to a place that doesn't exist anymore is equally impossible. And therefore, it's something you might be able to do.
Sure.
Huh?
Excellent.
Sure.
With science, it's all what and how. But with fiction, it's why. So why do you need to do this?
Because if I can't save the TVA from being destroyed, there will be nothing to protect against what's coming.
If that's the real why that's guiding you, you should be able to control it. So go ahead.
Huh?
I'm trying as hard as I can.
That's not helping.
Maybe we focus on the science.
Okay.
So, this equation proposes that... Ah! What are you doing?
Science. Now we know that electric...
Oh yeah, that's actually, yeah.
We get the band back together.
Huh?
That doesn't seem very scientific.
A group of people would have a collective aura unique to that moment in time.
And we can use these coordinates to get back to that moment in time.
No,
No.
I would have to invent it all from scratch. It could take a whole lifetime.
Do you have one on you?
Nobody has the guy.
Oh.
There's one on every desk at the TVA.
So I am gonna write a bestseller.
Sure.
Yeah, let's get to work.
Oh.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yes. I love how he immediately just bought into all of it.
Yeah.
And just like, oh yeah, sure, I buy that premise. Let's try to solve it.
Who gave you the matches?
I stole them.
No, you... Give them to me. Come on. Hand them over.
Oh, he's doing his best.
If you keep them from burning down the house, I'll get you a puppy. Come on.
And the snake.
Then we'll negotiate later.
Why did...
I was in a bit of a time crunch.
Yeah, you were looking for ATVs.
The TVA.
Are you still in the market? Because I got something I want to show you. Come here.
What?
I'm going to tell you something that's hard to understand, Mobius.
Mobius?
Mobius, that's your name. And you belong in a place called the TVA.
I don't want any trouble.
It's all right, I'm a friend.
I'm a friend, too.
Oh shit.
I don't know if I say 18 months is fast.
But then he
Well,
went... Yeah.
19 months. I had to take a break and move out when I lost my job and my wife left me.
Damn.
What's happening?
What's happening?
What about my boys? They'll be fine.
I can't leave them. What do you mean?
I understand. Listen, you can come back anytime. Your boys won't even know you're gone.
Yeah, but I will.
All of existence is in grave danger.
I don't care.
As your boys are in danger too.
Yeah, that's the motivation you need if you're a parent. Okay, the only way you can keep your kids safe is go with me.
It's a pretty cool name.
Getting the band back together.
Now they have to convince her.
Mm-hmm. And him. They made it. They're free. And yoink.
What are you doing? Don. Mobius is my space name.
Space name.
Is this everyone?
There's one more.
But is this her origin?
No.
No.
But he's just gonna pluck her from here. And then she will know him
'cause
at least.
her origin is Loki's origin, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Her meal just got spaghettied.
This is going to sound strange. I know you don't know who
Loki,
I am.
of course I know who you are.
What?
Of course she does. This isn't her.
What exactly were you expecting?
What was that?
Get in the car.
Mobius always said the TVA was the only life he'd ever known, and he liked it.
Because he didn't know about his previous life.
I guess this all worked out just the way you wanted it to, and you're fine just walking away. So selfish.
Of course I'm selfish. What's wrong with wanting something, Loki? What is it that you really want? Come on.
I want the TVA back.
And?
What do you want?
I want my friends back.
There it is.
I don't want to be alone.
See? We're both selfish. I know this is hard, but your friends are back where they belong.
But without them, where do I belong?
So that doodad just takes you wherever you want to go? Within time and space? Yeah.
Oh, shouldn't have
So
said
like the
that.
park.
Bye. It's gonna steal it.
Gonna borrow this thing for a bit.
No.
Don't bother.
Rough day.
I've had better.
I got just the thing.
What's it gonna
This.
be?
We'll either cure what's ailing you or make it a whole lot worse.
We really need to work on your sales technique. Thank you.
The Velvet Underground.
Ah. What? That person just disappeared. His cop just disappeared. Okay, yeah. Whoa. Everything. That is one disturbing effect.
Yeah.
Aww. Instead of getting dusted, getting spaghettied.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting visually, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, at least she
Yeah, she
still got that one.
You should go back to your sons.
I know, but that's just it. You said they were in danger. So now they're okay?
You should all just go back to your lives. That's way.
Poor the OB variant just quit everything and got divorced.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening, but there must be something we can do.
We can stop the loom from melting down. We have all the pens. The mug.
What are you talking about?
We need to read the collective temporal aura of everyone in this room on the 10 pad.
Oh no.
You can rob every bank you like when this is done. We need that 10 pad now.
Great, but I still didn't take it.
Oh shit. Yeah, no one took it. It disappeared.
What's the fiction problem?
No, I have to go back to see my boys.
There's nowhere left to go.
Oh!
Sylvie too?
Do you think that what makes a Loki is the fact that we're destined to lose?
Wait.
What did you do?
He time slipped a little bit.
On purpose?
No, but perhaps he understood.
You can control it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's not about where, when, or why. It's about who.
Who you're thinking about, who you care about. No! Oh, come. Okay. Then he went back there.
Yeah.
And we'll just have to see what then happens next time. The season finale of Loki. Whew, okay. Quite the interesting like middle episode here, or like a bridge episode, sort of. Because like we didn't resolve anything other than. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll talk about it. But there we go. Science fiction, that was also a big part of the episode. Was the whole
sure.
Science fiction. What's the difference or the distinction for what was AD Doug? Was that the name of the OB
I think
variant?
So. Yeah, AD Doug.
Yeah. So we did get to see all of them on their original timelines and their original lives before they got plucked and pulled into the TVA. So like maybe this theory that people have been talking about, where Loki is kind of sort of the one who recruits them, maybe that is going to become true, or maybe not. No, because Loki, he figured out the time slipping thing in the end, and then he went back on his own.
Still said it's a matter about who.
Sure, but I was thinking it's a matter of who. Yeah. But what are you thinking he means?
No, for me it's not like it actually answered any questions, but the whole episode was like kind of set up to how is he gonna save this?
Yeah.
Then we meet Obi, who's not Obi, but he explains that, I don't know if this is like a real science fiction thing, but in science it's about how and when, right?
How and what or something, and then fiction is
about why.
Yeah.
But then in the end he says like, well, he tried the why, but figured out it's not about neither of those. So it's about who.
Yeah, so it's not science, it's not fiction, it's people, it's connections.
That's like, I don't know. But it's just like, I'm not saying like it doesn't have to be outruling him having to recruit people.
No, okay.
Because, well, let's say, okay, I haven't thought this through at all. It's just like coming to me right now. But, okay, he wants to fix the TVA. And he can go as much back in time as his life allows, I guess. He can then go back to the TVA, and from there on, he can pluck people to make sure it's still gonna.
But weren't they, because we saw him like the very last frame, he jumped back to what looked like the TVA, and then OB was standing there next to him. So I'm guessing he's just jumping back to the point in time, or a point in time like right before the Loom exploded.
Yeah, but then he would have to go even further back, right? Or like that. I'm not sure because I haven't thought it through. But if we think about it like an Ouroboros again, well, we go back to somewhere on the circle where it's still on the circle.
Yeah.
And then you kind of have to go full circle again. Because what we just did is like with the TVA that just like exploded, right? So like this whole circle is then broken, but we have to go back to somewhere on the circle
before it broke,
and then continue on the circle. So at some point he would have to build the TVA, or to or at least make it
have to start the circle again.
Yeah,
anew,
and because now he then has the memory, or he has the lived experience to know that, okay, we cannot go here, so he has to, like, as you say, like, just continue on the circle. And one of the things to continue the circle is recruiting people to, like, be on the circle, so it continues to be. It doesn't make. I am completely.
Yeah.
My,
it's all over the place, and this episode in particular was rather confusing, or like it's just keeping you guessing all the way through, because we start out with like not knowing what's going to happen at all, because it's impossible to sort of predict from the whole thing in the last one. And then we are just slowly introduced to the original versions of the characters that we know, and Loki knows what he needs to fix, but he doesn't necessarily know how. And then we're figuring stuff out through the episode with the help of OB or AD, who again, like, he took to this like quick, and he figured it out pretty quick. But I guess that's why it was him who was plucked from the timeline and became OB, because he was always gonna be really good at this stuff, and he could easily understand it, and ended up building his own time pad and whatnot. But it is still difficult to
I've said it before, like, for me and time travel, it's
always gonna be a mess, because
man, it's just like so hard for my head to wrap around, because I am very square in a way. Like, I look at things very squarely. Like,
you want for there to be a rational
I'm sure that people that believe in certain things in science are sure that time travel is possible, just like they think.
I don't know if I don't know if I've ever seen or heard about a time travel theory that you can't poke holes through in some way, or that
like
doesn't,
wormholes and stuff like that, like,
yeah.
or like interdimensional stuff like that, where it's like, for me, it's just for them. What I mean is just it could be rational for them,
sure,
and it's not rational for me, and I'm just trying to be realistic about stuff. Because it kind of like, it comes to my nature. Like, again, I'm a scientist. Like, it's
even though you know that there is no realistic explanation or outcome here, it's still something that you're inherently looking for.
Yeah, I can't stop. I can't, like, it's just like my brain is just wired that way.
That's fair enough. But I don't even like. Yeah, small things. We got to see Mobius, or Dawn on a, like, he was on a jet ski. He just wasn't on the water. But we found out, like, the whole reason why he's really into jet skis. That knowledge is still with him. Like, he used to sell them, and he really believes in that product. But he also has 2 boys, and that just brings so much more to him, and to also Mobius saying in previous episodes that it's not like, because I think both Sylvie and Loki, like Brad as well, at one point, or at certain points, were like, don't you want to know what life you had, what you got, like. What they plucked you away from? He wasn't interested in finding out, because it's like, what if the life that they took me from was, what if I figure out what I lost, kind of a deal. And that's like the biggest thing, if you're a parent, and I can't even, like, going away and not even knowing that I left my,
and also
my
because
kid or my
he's
kids.
a single dad.
And he's a
Like,
single dad,
the kid, knowing that your kid has someone, like, just, okay, I'm just as Iron Man, for example, he knew that his daughter Morgan had someone to take care of her. But but if you're a single dad, you know that you leave these people. Sorry, you leave your children with no one around. Yes. Sorry, I just spit. It's I've heard
fluids. Yes.
Yeah. But if you don't like that, I think that must be the hardest thing. If I leave now, I leave my children.
Yeah, even though they said that they can always put him back in that exact time, like, so that the kids won't ever know that he was gone.
No, but the thing is, like, we don't know exactly where his timeline branched, if that makes sense, because being variants means that they come from pruned timelines, right?
Yeah, branched timelines. Yeah.
Yeah, but like that version of them was supposed to be pruned. That's how I got it, at least. Yeah. So we don't know, because he's obviously not supposed to be there. He's not supposed to lead this life. So we don't know where his particular timeline branched, and what the original timeline then is. We don't know that, so it is hard.
Yeah, but like, so, because we had the one set, like, we had a lot of different timelines, and then they got all like put into one sacred timeline, and then after He Who Remains died, then the timeline started branching again, and then they got pruned, and then they started branching again, and then it exploded. So like, what version of a branched timeline is this, or is it the original timeline, like before everything got put into the sacred timeline? But then how can Loki travel there? Like, there's so many questions, and that's just what I mean about time travel in general. It's just like this, a lot of convenient things has to line up for it to make sense story-wise, and it doesn't really either. And it's like, let's just stop trying to figure it out or explaining it, and then just like, we're along for the ride here, and it is really, really interesting. And I loved what they did with this episode, giving us something that was because we've been spending most of our time in the TVA, and we're getting very much used to that. So going a little bit outside of that, those like in this one, kind of shook things up.
But also, we got a little bit into some more emotional things with Loki, like the whole, because he was the only one who didn't spaghettify. So we went into this, like, I don't know, home sweet nothing. I'm not sure. But like the song that she was listening to.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
And I don't know if it's Whole Sweet Nothing or Home Sweet Nothing, because I don't listen to Velvet Underground, or haven't. So
I didn't even know that was the title of the thing, so that's why I got confused.
No, but it's like, that's what they sang.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if it's the title either. It's just Sylvie just straight out asked him, what is it? Why do you want this? And we figured out, well, it's because he wants the band back together, because it's his friends. Like, it's, and for him, always longing for a place to belong, and suddenly being completely alone and getting like this, I was just like, I was destined to be a loser. I was just destined to be and destined to be alone, perhaps. Like that struggle of belonging, it's just like such a classical element in at least a lot of Disney related things, but I also just in general with humans, like, it's like this constant struggle to, like, where do I belong?
Sure, yeah.
And I think it was just like it really tugs on your heartstrings.
Yes, because with Loki in particular, if you compare like where we met him first in the MCU and where he is now, like, he's gone through many iterations, so to say, and he's been a villain, he's been an anti-hero, and now he's pretty much, now he's gone all the way over to hero. But he's always looked for his purpose and where he belonged, and he thought that, okay, I am the brother of Thor. I'm a god. I live on Asgard. My father is Odin. And then finding out that, oh, I'm adopted. Shit. I'm a frost giant, actually, even. And then going through his villain phase, but never really finding his place after that. And fast forward, a version of him gets killed, and then there's this version who got the Tesseract and ended up in the TVA and went through all of that, and now finally he feels like he has a place where he belongs and he has friends, and then it's just plucked away from him again. So of course, like deep down, that is what he wants, selfishly. If gonna take that angle as Sylvie did, that behind every decision, no matter how altruistic it might seem, there is something selfish underneath it. Like, even, I want to save everyone. I want to save the whole world. Why do you want to do that? Like, for you specifically, it's like, oh, I want my friends back. So there's always something. I think, was it in Friends where Joey was arguing that there is no selfless good deed or something like that, and Phoebe just didn't want to believe him, so she ended up being like, oh, I let a bee stung me, so now the bee is happy and I'm not. I got nothing good out of this. And Joey's like, well, the bee probably died. Oh. Sorry, it's just, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's a pretty like a classical example of, is there anything that's truly selfless? Because even if it seems selfless, there's like sometimes like people do altruistic things because it makes them feel good.
Yeah.
So
that was, you know, I think, Joey's argument as well.
Yeah, sure. Like, but I think it's like, again, a classical discussion when it comes to, like, I don't know, ethics and morals and stuff like that. Very interesting, and like there's no right or wrong when it comes to philosophy like this. But yeah.
Yeah, I guess like if you like straight up sacrifice your life for someone you love, or is that, can that still be construed as being selfish? Because like you really don't get anything out, like, well, your loved one gets to live on, and then never mind. Yeah.
You could also say like you sacrifice your life for I don't know, a kid that's drowning or something. I don't know, like, is that truly selfless? Isn't it? Because like what you might get out of it, like that you die a hero, but
you're not even gonna feel good, or like you're not
because you're gonna
be around to feel that, and your family.
Yeah, it's again, it's an interesting discussion,
moral conundrum that we can get into, and there's a lot of those, and then you mix in time travel, and that's just like, yeah, this show is making our heads spin. Yeah. So I think we're just gonna wrap it up, unless you have anything else. No, all right then. Yeah, Danish word of the day, and then we'll end it. That sounded very final. Now we'll wrap it up, and I'm pretty sure we've already translated science before, but we haven't translated fiction. And you can just say fiction in Danish. So fiction. It's very similar.
But I feel like that's I think that's like a stolen word, or like an adapted word.
Yes, it's not a true Danish word. No, but
we do have a Danish word for it that's not necessarily adapted.
Yes. So fiction in Danish is
skønlitteratur.
Yes. So that's if you translate that directly back from Danish to English, it's like nice literature.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, it's like wonderful literature.
Yeah.
But that is like, it does mean fiction.
Yeah.
And
because we have like faction, so it's like faction, is that the
faction?
Is that the actually I think faction is like the, you mix fiction and like
fact.
Yeah, what's it called, like faglig litteratur.
Yes.
So what do you even call it? I'm not even sure what you call faglitteratur and.
Yeah,
but
like
that's
literature,
like
that's
factual literature.
Yes, yeah.
And then you have fictional literature,
which is then skønlitteratur. Yeah.
Yeah, and then faglitteratur. That's the factional literature. That's like history and like science. And
yes,
all that
exactly.
stuff.
So we divide it up into that.
Yeah.
And yeah, sure. There's the same with in English, and it is basically, you know, the distinction between science and fiction kind of. But yeah, we just call it skønlitteratur. I don't know how much you got out of that explanation, but just to reiterate, fiction in English and skønlitteratur in Danish. See if you can pronounce that. It's gonna be hard. Good luck. And I'll do it for this reaction review of Loki, Season 2, Episode 5. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you for the season finale in a week's time. Bye.
Bye.